God bless everyone. I hope everybody's doing good. I want to go ahead and just piggyback off of the last couple of videos that I've made regarding being in a process in a wilderness season. In our walk with Christ, this has become a series of some kind without being it. I didn't plan it. Um, but I guess in this moment that I'm going through, in this process that I'm currently going through, I want to be able to share it with you guys as well. That is the whole meaning of why I started these videos, is to be able to share what has helped me in my walk with Christ. So let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 27, verses 13 and 14. It said, I would have lost heart unless I had believed that I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. Of course, that last sentence just resonates in our minds, right? Um, I love how it says, I would have lost heart unless I had believed that I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. And in just doing a little bit of research, I of course went to my Charles Spurgeon Bible that I have, his commentary Bible, and there's in regards to this verse, specifically verse 13. He talks about how, we see, I would have lost heart unless I had believed that I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living, and how it could be so difficult to think that that would be possible because of everything that's happening in this world and how this world is. Because we're in this fallen nature and how this world is under the curse. So it still brings forth thorns and thistles, and in the sweat of our brows, we eat our bread until we return to the earth out of which man was first taken. So, but I love how he refers to the faith, right? I would have lost heart unless I had believed. And that is where our faith comes in. But faith comes into this unpromising field and believes she will see the goodness of the Lord even here. She rushes into the fiercest fight that ever rages, fully believing that she will see the banner of the Lord's mercy and truth waving even there. She bears the burden and heat of the earthly toil and expects to experience the Lord's faithful love beneath it all. She knows she will see more of her God in the land beyond the flood, but still she expects to see the goodness of the Lord even in this land of the living that is so distracted and disturbed with sorrows and cares, trials and tribulations. I absolutely love this, so I had to share it with you guys. Um, and I believe this to be so true. Um, I believe that in my perspective and seeing the goodness of the Lord, I see that in the midst of all the process that the different processes that you go through in your walk with Christ. I know it's so difficult at times and we struggle so much, and we don't because we don't understand at times, because are we struggle against the process instead of just submitting and saying, God, what do you need me to learn from this? Or, being able to to surrender completely to God and be able to find that comfort in Him and that strength in Him. Um, David ran for 30 years before he was made king, right? And he was running away from Saul. He had two opportunities to kill Saul, that he could have just, delivered himself from all the fighting and the wars that were going on. But he still trusted in God and trusted in his timing. He said, I will not take things in my own hands, and I will not lay hands on the Lord's anointed. And that is where we as soldiers in Christ in this battle, during this process, we have to wait on God. We have to wait on God and know that we will see His goodness in the land of the living. And even if the process that we're going through sometimes is not even probably purposely for us intentionally, what I would say is just something that we're like, what is going on? I don't even understand this. But then you see it when you have someone else that comes to you and says, hey, I'm going through this and this and this. And you can go ahead and, and tell them, look, okay, I understand. And that is, for me, in my perspective, seeing the goodness of the Lord, because our pain has become someone else's comfort. Like if you're still thinking that, in your walk with Christ, this is going to be all sunshines and, and roses and all that. No, there's thorns and thistles, and it's going to be difficult. But you see the goodness of God if you wait on Him and wait on His will, trust in Him, knowing that He has everything under control. Um, in Psalms 124, I love it because if it had not been the Lord who was on our side when men rose up against us, then they would have swallowed us alive when their wrath was kindled against us. So I just want to jump to verse 6 where it says, "Blessed be the Lord who has not given us to prey to their teeth. Our souls has escaped as a bird from the snare of the fowlers. The snare is broken and we have escaped. Our help is in the name of the Lord who made heaven and earth." Uh, the enemy can only go so far. So trust in God that He will be there for us, that He's there to comfort us. He's there to offer us the peace that we're so desperately seeking. But just hold on. Just hold on and trust in Him and wait on Him. Don't fight against this. Don't, there's times that you'll ask and you'll struggle and say, why is this happening to me? I don't understand. All I want to do is serve you, God. Why are you allowing these things to happen to me? But everything is when its own purpose and it's for its own, for you to be able to grow. And it's all a process. You'll learn as you go. For you to be able to for God to be able to fulfill His purpose in your life, there's things that you're going to have to go through. So then you can teach others. Okay. So just hang in there, hold on, and just remember that our help is in the name of the Lord and who made heaven and earth. Okay? God bless everybody.